You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hi, Bold and the Beautiful fans. I have got your 2-week spoilers for January 27th through February 7th. We are looking at Steffy stalling, Brooke bawling, and Carter falling, maybe even head over heels. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you've not subscribed, please click that button. Let's talk about what is happening these 2 weeks. So starting on Monday, January 27th, we have Steffy turning to her parents. She had that really kind of uncomfortable, but important and insightful conversation with Finn about her parents reuniting, the prospects of his parents reuniting, which looks pretty dim. And Steffy spends some time over at the Forrester mansion talking to Taylor and Ridge, and she updates them on the family problems going on with the Finnegans, and that while she's happy they're reconciled, Finn probably won't ever get to experience the joy that she is having right now. Meanwhile, Jack and Li are lunching at Il Giardino, and Sheila Carter gets nosy. I'm sure neither of them wants her sniffing around, and she's also nosy, it seems, with matters concerning Poppy. It looks like she might be lurking, butting in, contriving a run-in, and I wonder if Sheila will overhear some of this controversial Luna talk, the paternity questions about Poppy's behavior, stuff like that. Tuesday, January 28th, we've got Ridge and Taylor still talking to Steffy, and this is about the importance of family. And Steffy is excited about her upcoming wedding anniversary and having time with Finn. Although B&B is wildly off the mark, her and Finn's anniversary is in 6 months, in August. But hey, I guess they decided, what the heck? What would fans know about their anniversary, right? Anyway, Li vents to Finn about Jack's cheating ways and how that led her to accuse her sister, Poppy, of sleeping with him. And I wonder if Li is going to tell Finn that she feels really guilty and that she cried it out and they had a sister moment, and now she's going to be nicer to Poppy. And speaking of paternity, Li is wondering to Finn why Poppy never revealed who is Luna's father, because Li really wants to know. And as it turns out, Finn may really want to know as well. Midweek, Wednesday, January 29th, we have Luna and Bill continuing to commiserate over their less than ideal childhoods and their mommy issues. This is the same conversation they have been having for, 3 weeks. I have seen you guys on Soap social media commenting on it as well. It is painful. He says, Tom's your dad. I'm not your dad. I'll never be your dad. They both had bad moms. Wah, wah, wah. Sounds like more of the same. It is exhausting. Meanwhile, Luna tells Bill she thinks she can help him because they understand each other so well. Finn's thinking about what Li said about Poppy's mystery baby daddy and decides he needs some answers. So Finn summons his Aunt Poppy to his office and puts her right there in the hot seat. Finn demands that Poppy tell him the truth. He wants to know who is Luna's father, and when she asks why he wants to know, Finn claps back hard and says, "You know why." Are we about to find out that Poppy got pervy with her nephew? I mean, we've all suspected it for a while. All the other candidates have been eliminated. I first wrote about this a year ago. So that's kind of a slow burn if indeed Finn is the father. This should be good, but I imagine the actual reveal of this conversation won't come until Thursday when Sweeps kicks off. And Thursday, January 30th is, of course, the first official day of February Sweeps on B&B. We have another scene this week with hospital lab tech April. I wonder if another Dr. Finnegan is going to run some unauthorized DNA tests. If Finn doesn't like what Poppy says, or if he doesn't believe it, he might run a test on himself and Luna using the blood stored at the hospital, because since Li knows it's there, Finn may also know. Or Li may tell him that she has a vial of Luna's blood and used it to test Jack. So food for thought. We'll see how it goes. Ridge and Steffy are working over at her place at the Malibu beach house, and it looks like they are kind of moving forward, laying plans for their big return to Forrester Creations, whether it comes via Justin's efforts or Steffy's big plan. However, Ridge doesn't want Steffy to get her hands too dirty in this scheme, and he wants Daphne to, quote, keep it clean. I kind of doubt Steffy and Daphne will listen, and I don't think it's going to stay clean. They're playing hardball. They're playing for keeps, as they should. Friday, January 31st, Carter and Hope are back to swapping spit in the CEO office instead of working. And then she bails and leaves him vulnerable to Daphne because Hope is spending time lurking in the design office, tormenting the woman who fired her. Meanwhile, Steffy tells Daphne to go for it, lure in Carter, seduce him, win him away from Hope, and get us back Forrester Creations ASAP. This whole thing, every time Daphne walks in the room, is giving Love Potion number 9. Remember that Sandra Bullock movie where the perfume was so powerful, like just every man in town was stalking her, ready to love her to death? I mean, I think even Hope is turned on every time she sniffs Daphne. It's just weird. All right, February 3rd through the 7th, Li Finnegan is not going to have Jack Finnegan to kick around much longer. Ted King confirmed he only filmed a few episodes, and he is likely gone as we head into the first full week of sweeps. Watch for more of Daphne getting under Carter's skin, mesmerizing him with her pheromones and whatnot. And since he hasn't told Hope that Daphne's flirting, that is a red flag that Steffy's plan may work. Meanwhile, the question is, has Brooke given up on her big plan to sweet talk Carter out of the company, which is kind of Daphne's plan in a way, if you think about it, but Daphne's willing to do things that I don't think Brooke is willing to do to get Carter to give up the company. And it looks like Brooke's plan was dead before it even got off the ground, and she's going to continue to get teary-eyed over Ridge pushing the gas pedal, moving fast forward with Taylor. They're supposed to be getting back into the beach house together. I wonder if RJ is going to show up for one episode to hand over the keys like they had Wyatt do when RJ rented it. That would just be a token appearance because everybody's asking about Joshua Hoffman. Time is just about up for the Spencer Mansion as a luxury prison and Bill Spencer as a warden. Once Poppy and Finn have their big chat in week 1, things begin shifting. Anybody else feel like B&B is doing another retcon on Luna? She started out sweet, and then she was psycho murderous, and then while she was in jail, she was doing this wicked smirk, and now she's seemingly totally pathetic and a victim of bad parenting, like they're trying to just redeem her when they took her to the impossible place. There is zero character continuity with Luna. That's what I'm seeing. Meanwhile, Steffy is sure to keep Hope distracted as much as possible and out of the CEO office, out of Daphne's way so she can work that magic. And Ridge keeps pressing for a legal resolution to getting Forrester Creations back, but I frankly doubt Justin has the Forresters' best interests at heart.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.